All right, so, we love a good deep dive, and, you guys sent in some really fascinating stuff about these innovative business ideas.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be kind of like the next big thing in 2025, so we're going to take a look at all that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's so much out there about this right now, and we're going to kind of like go through all that and find like the coolest stuff and, boil it down to what really matters for you guys.
Yeah, so whether you're thinking about starting something new yourself or just want to be, aware of what's coming, this is the deep dive for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so the first idea that really jumped out at me was AI-powered content creation services. And I thought that was interesting because, every business nowadays, they need content for their website, their socials, for ads and all that. And it never stops.
Yeah, and it can be a real pain to keep up with, know?
Right.
So this is where AI comes in because things like ChatGPT for writing Mid-Journey for graphics and even Runway for video editing are getting really good.
Oh, yeah.
They can create some pretty impressive stuff really fast.
Yeah. So this is where, instead of like replacing human creativity, it's more like giving it a boost.
Exactly. Think of it as like having a super-powered assistant that can whip up a first draft of an article or like come up with a bunch of visual concepts in a few minutes.
That's pretty awesome.
And then, a human can come in and refine it, add that personal touch, make sure it fits the brand's style.
Yeah. And the barrier to entry for this seems pretty low. Like you could learn these tools relatively quickly.
Totally. And like, you could start by offering your services on freelancing platforms like Fiverr or Upwork, or you could even start building your own brand online.
Yeah.
I mean, there are tons of businesses out there who are looking for cost-effective ways to get more content, so.
I mean, we even saw some data points like freelancers making $5,000 a month or more doing this stuff. So.
Yeah, it's definitely got potential.
All right, let's move on to something a little bit different. Smart home installation and automation services.
Oh,
this is something that I've definitely struggled with personally because, I love the idea of having a smart home, but actually like setting everything up and getting it all to work together can be a real pain.
It's definitely a common problem.
Right.
I mean, people want smart lights, security cameras, thermostats, you name it.
Mm-hmm.
But the installation can be tricky,
right?
And the market is huge. Like it's projected to hit $200 billion by 2026.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's a real opportunity here for people who can make this technology user-friendly.
So basically, you're the expert who comes in and makes everything work seamlessly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the source we looked at suggests getting certified in smart home installation because that builds trust with clients and, partnering with real estate agents is also a good idea.
Oh, yeah, because they're the ones dealing with new homeowners who are probably more likely to want this kind of stuff.
Exactly.
And it's not just a one-time thing either, right?
No, not at all. I mean, once you've installed a system, there's always maintenance, troubleshooting, adding new devices.
Mm-hmm.
So it creates opportunities for ongoing revenue.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, what's next?
All right, so this one is interesting. Personal AI assistant subscriptions.
Okay, so we all know about virtual assistants, but this seems like taking it to a whole new level with AI.
Right. It's not just about scheduling an email anymore. This is about having an AI-powered assistant that can handle all sorts of tasks, like booking meetings, managing your calendar, drafting emails, even doing research.
Wow, so it's like having a really smart digital helper.
Pretty much. And the idea is that you'd offer this as a subscription service, using tools like ChatGPT, Notion AI, all that good stuff.
And the benefit for the subscriber is saving time and being more productive.
Exactly. Yeah. And the source actually gave an example. Like, imagine having 100 clients paying, let's say, $30 a month. That's $3,000 a month in revenue.
That's not bad at all.
Right. And as AI keeps getting better, these assistants are only going to get more capable.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about something a little bit more down to earth. A biodegradable product business. It seems like everyone's trying to be more eco-friendly these days, and there's a real push to get rid of plastic.
Definitely. And that's where this idea comes in.
Yeah.
The source highlighted this growing demand for sustainable products like biodegradable phone cases, reusable food wraps, compostable cutlery, all that.
Yeah, it's like people are willing to pay more for stuff that's good for the planet.
Absolutely. And the market for eco-friendly products is already huge, like over $10 billion.
So if you're thinking about starting a business, this is definitely a space to watch.
For sure. And, the key here would be to find reliable suppliers of sustainable materials and to build a brand that really resonates with eco-conscious consumers.
Right. Marketing is key.
Always.
Okay, let's move on to something a bit more futuristic. Virtual reality fitness coaching.
Now, this one's cool.
I know, right? It's like the perfect combination of two growing trends, fitness, and VR.
Right. Imagine like working out in these incredible virtual environments or having personalized coaching sessions all from the comfort of your own home.
Yeah, would the coach be in the VR world with you, or?
It could work a couple of ways. You could have live interaction with a real coach who's also in the VR environment.
Oh, cool.
Or you could have pre-recorded sessions led by a virtual avatar with built-in feedback mechanisms.
Interesting.
And the source mentioned a couple of business models like subscription-based workout programs or even creating a dedicated VR fitness app.
Yeah, I could definitely see that taking off.
Me too.
All right, let's go back to AI for a second with idea number 6, AI-powered resume and job application services.
Okay.
You know, updating your resume and writing cover letters, it's like the worst part of job hunting.
It's definitely not fun.
So this idea is basically about using AI to make that whole process way easier.
Right. AI can analyze job postings, optimize your resume with the right keywords, write a compelling cover letter,
Oh, wow.
and even help you improve your LinkedIn profile.
So it's like having a career coach, but it's AI.
Exactly. And the source mentioned that people are charging like $50 to $200 per service for this kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, that seems reasonable if it helps you land a job.
Right. And think about how many people are out there looking for work.
Yeah, that's a huge market.
Exactly. So the potential for scalability is really high.
Makes sense. Okay, what's next on our list?
All right. This one is all about healthy eating, subscription-based healthy meal plans with an AI twist.
Okay, so we've all seen meal planning services, but what makes this one different?
It's the level of personalization that AI brings to the table.
Okay.
Instead of just getting a generic meal plan, AI can analyze your health data, dietary restrictions, preferences, activity level, all of that,
Wow.
to create custom meal plans just for you with recipes, grocery lists, and even meal prep strategies.
So it's like having a personal nutritionist and a personal chef all rolled into one.
Pretty much, and you deliver all this on a subscription basis so people get regular deliveries of their personalized meal plans.
And given how big the health and wellness industry is, I can see this being really popular.
Definitely, people are always looking for ways to eat healthier, but they're busy.
Right, convenience is key.
Exactly.
Okay, let's move on to idea number 8. AI-powered customer support services. I think we've all experienced the frustration of bad customer service.
Right.
So how can AI help with this?
Well, the idea is to use AI chatbots to provide 24/7 customer support for small businesses.
Okay.
These chatbots can handle a lot of common inquiries, answer FAQs, schedule appointments, even resolve some basic issues, all without human intervention.
That frees up business owners to focus on other things.
Exactly, and it also means customers get faster responses.
Yeah, that's a win-win.
Right, and there are user-friendly chatbot platforms out there like ChatGPT and ManyChat that don't require any coding to set up.
So it's relatively easy to get started.
It is, and you can offer this as a monthly subscription service for chatbot maintenance and updates.
And that creates recurring revenue.
Right. The source even gave an example. Like if you have 20 businesses paying you $100 a month, that's $2,000 in passive income.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Okay, let's talk about drones again with idea number 9, drone-based delivery services, but with a focus on niche applications. We've seen the big companies like Amazon testing drone deliveries, but where does that leave smaller businesses?
Well, the key is to find those specific areas where drone delivery makes a lot of sense, like delivering medical supplies to remote areas or food for local restaurants or small, high-value e-commerce packages.
So it's about finding those situations where speed and agility are really important.
Exactly. And the first step would be to get the necessary certifications and invest in delivery-capable drones. And then you'd want to partner with local businesses who could benefit from this type of service.
And the market for drone delivery is supposed to grow a lot in the next few years, right?
Yeah, the projections are huge, like $50 billion by 2030.
Wow.
So even starting small with one drone focusing on a specific niche could be a good way to get your foot in the door.
And then you could scale up as you go.
Exactly, like the source gave an example of making $1,000 a month with just one drone doing 200 deliveries at $5 a pop.
That's pretty good for a side hustle.
Yeah, and with more drones and a wider service area, the potential's even bigger.
All right, let's get back to the world of video with idea number 10, AI-powered video editing services.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone who's ever tried to edit a video knows it can be a real time suck.
It definitely can be, but AI is changing the game.
Yeah.
Tools like Runway ML Pictory to Script, they're automating a lot of the tasks that used to take hours to do manually.
Wow.
So now you can offer clients really fast turnaround times.
So you could offer everything from basic editing to more advanced stuff like adding captions, transitions, even AI-generated visual effects.
Exactly. And the fact that you can now edit videos in minutes instead of hours, that's a huge selling point.
Yeah.
You could charge per project or offer monthly subscriptions for clients with ongoing needs.
And there's also the possibility of selling pre-edited AI-generated video templates.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, so many options.
There are.
All right, idea number 11 takes it back to NFTs, but with a twist, NFT-based membership communities. Nice. It seems like the whole NFT thing is evolving beyond just digital collectibles.
It is. People are starting to use NFTs for more practical purposes.
Yeah.
And this idea is all about using NFTs as a way to grant access to exclusive content courses, events, discounts, you name it.
So it's like a digital key that unlocks special perks.
Exactly. And because NFTs are based on blockchain technology, it creates a secure and transparent record of ownership.
Yeah.
So when someone buys an NFT membership, it's like they're joining a special club. And the potential for upfront revenue is huge, right?
It can be. I mean, the source gave an example of selling 1,000 NFT memberships at $100 each. That's $100,000 right there.
Wow.
And even big brands like Starbucks are starting to experiment with NFT memberships for their loyalty programs.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it's definitely something to keep an eye on.
Okay, let's talk about education for a minute with idea number 12, AI-powered language tutoring.
Yeah.
With so many people learning new languages these days, this seems like a really promising area. It is, and AI can really personalize the learning experience.
In what way?
Well, AI tutors can create custom lessons based on your learning style, your pace, your goals. You could offer one-on-one coaching sessions that are enhanced by AI, or you could create a subscription platform that provides 24/7 access to language learning.
This is like making language learning more accessible and more effective.
Exactly. And because it's AI-powered, you can scale it up without having to spend all your time teaching directly.
Yeah. So there's potential for passive income with a subscription model.
Right. Like the source gave an example of having 100 students paying $20 a month. That's $2,000 in passive income.
Not bad at all.
And as AI language models keep getting better, the quality of tutoring is only going to improve.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to idea number 13, 3D printed custom products.
Okay.
3D printing has become so much more affordable in recent years.
It really has. And that's opened up a lot of possibilities for entrepreneurs.
So what kind of custom products are we talking about?
Well, pretty much anything. You can design, custom phone cases, jewelry, home decor, even shoes.
Wow.
The possibilities are endless.
So how would someone get started with this?
Well, first, you'd need to invest in a decent 3D printer, which can range from like $500 to $1,000.
Okay.
And then you'd need to learn some basic 3D design skills.
Okay.
And then you can start selling your creations on platforms like Etsy, Shopify, Amazon Handmade.
And because you're creating personalized products, you can charge a premium price.
Exactly. And you can also sell digital 3D models for others to print themselves.
So that's a good idea.
Yeah. So there are multiple revenue streams.
Makes sense.
Okay, what's next?
All right. Idea number 14 is all about virtual interior design services powered by AI.
Okay, so lots of people want a stylish home, but not everyone can afford a traditional interior designer.
Right, and that's where this idea comes in.
Yeah.
The home improvement market is huge, but virtual interior design makes it more accessible.
How so?
Well, clients can just send you photos and measurements of their space.
And then you use AI-powered tools to generate design concepts, furniture layouts, even shopping lists.
So you can work with clients remotely from anywhere in the world.
Exactly. And because you're using AI to do a lot of the heavy lifting, you can offer your services at a more affordable price point.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And you could charge a one-time fee for a design package or a monthly fee for ongoing consultations.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a pretty flexible business model.
Okay, and finally, idea number 15, AI-generated personalized gifts.
Ooh, this one's fun.
I know, right? Everyone loves a good personalized gift.
Exactly. And AI makes it so much easier to create unique and meaningful presents.
Like what?
Well, you could use AI to create custom artwork, like with DL. You could write personalized poems and messages with ChatGPT.
Oh, wow.
You could even make personalized videos with AI-generated voiceovers.
So thoughtful.
Right. And the best part is that it's all digital.
Yeah, so no need to worry about inventory.
Exactly. You can sell these gifts through online marketplaces or your own website, and you can really target your marketing around holidays and special occasions.
And AI allows you to create these gifts quickly and efficiently.
Right. So the earning potential is really high.
Wow, that was a lot of information, but some really amazing ideas.
It is pretty mind-blowing to see how technology is changing the business landscape.
Yeah, and it seems like AI is at the forefront of a lot of these innovations.
It definitely is. And what I find really exciting is that many of these ideas aren't about completely replacing existing industries, but rather enhancing them and finding new ways to solve problems.
Yeah, that's a good point. So to our listeners out there, after hearing all of this, which idea resonated with you the most?
Yeah, we'd love to share your thoughts.
What potential do you see, and how might your own skills and interests align with these emerging opportunities?
We really encourage you to think beyond the surface and consider the underlying trends and the problems that these ideas are addressing.
That's where the real innovation lies. And with technology advancing so rapidly, who knows what other incredible business opportunities might be just around the corner?
It's an exciting time to be an entrepreneur.
It really is. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the future of business.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
We'll catch you next time.
See ya.